Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to all of you. Okay, welcome to Christ King Institutions. So, myself Pradeep Pinto, I am going to teach you physics. Hereby, I am congratulating you that you have opted science, because in 2 years, whatever you are going to study, and after that, there are a lot of opportunities in your career you are going to get. Today, I am going to talk about little things, the introduction things about physics. Okay. So before that, I want to tell you something about the science topics. Okay. So till from the beginning of a day, if you see the nature, the surrounding, the outside, means lot of things you are going to get, which will make you to surprise, which will make you give some excitement. For example, if I say till from the beginning of the day, so sun, the moon, the nature, right, the tides, rainbows, volcanoes, isn't it? Maybe eclipses, whatever recently we have come across a lot of eclipses in this year, right? So these are all things you come across, right? Now, when you see all those things, what we will get in our mind? We will get in our mind that how it is happening, when it is happening, what is the reason for that, right? So this is what in science we are dealing is. Not only this, whatever the examples I have told, there are a lot of things, okay? The science is nothing but which will ask the questions, and any process is there. If any process is there, okay, we will learn in a systematic manner. That is what science is. So this word science came from Latin word, okay. The meaning is knowledge. To know everything. That is, say for example, if I say rainbow, you will see a rainbow in rainy seasons, or sometimes you will see some proper conditions are there where the rainbow is forms. When the rainbow is forms, sometimes if you see the rainbow means, you will be having questions, why it is happens, when it is happens, what are the conditions, right? We will ask the questions. So we will do some systematic analyzation for that. I said the example of rainbow, right? You have seen the 7 colors, the pattern will be same everywhere. If you see means the pattern of colors will be same. It is not that place to place different colors it happens. The same pattern of the colors you are going to get as a rainbow. But why it is happening? Okay, the systematic study we have to do, right? Okay, so science, what we are going to do, say for example for that process, we are going to do systematic observation. We are going to do systematic observation for any process. Next, what we are going to do? Next, we will do controlled experiments. Okay, to study that process. What I said example of rainbow. Okay, so next we will do mathematical modeling. And after that we will do verification. These are the few steps we are going to follow in science. Okay. Now we will tell briefly. Systematic observation means, say for example, I said about, I am going to tell once again the example of a rainbow itself. Okay. So observe, we have to observe that. As I said, till from the beginning of the day, if you observe the nature, lot of things you will see, okay, which will make you to surprise. Okay. So night sky you will see, the stars twinkling, there is some arrangement, right? Okay, the new moon day, the full moon day, and the alternative, day night formations. This all may lot of different phenomena will be there. Okay, so how to study that? There are certain rules that we are studying actually. I will give you an example now. Which is the famous sports in the world? Okay, that is nothing but football, isn't it? So for example, now I am going to take you to the football stadium, but thing is that you don't know the rules of the football game. Okay, now what I will do? I will make you to sit there and to watch the game. So once you will watch, you may not understand the rules, because if you know the rules, you can enjoy the game. Otherwise, no. Second game you will watch, third game you will watch, fourth like that, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost 10 games if you watch means you can make out your own rules, right? By observing that. So the same thing we are also doing there. We are going to the scientist. In the science, what we are doing? We are observing the nature, we are forming some rules. That is what by systematic observation. Later, experiments we have to do. Okay, so experiments, what we have observed, we can do practically or in the laboratory. Can we do that we have to analyze. If it is yes, means later we will give some mathematical modeling. So what is the meaning of mathematical modeling? It is nothing but a formula, that's all. Okay, some formula we are going to give. Now Newton's laws you have studied in your lower classes, right? Newton's laws you have studied. So there are 3 laws of motion he has given. In that one formula is there, no? That is F is equal to m into A. How he is give? Simply he didn't give, no? He gave because of systematic observations. He did some experiments. After that, mathematical modeling means some formula we have given. We say generally mathematics is the language of physics. Any of the topics we have to explain in a physics means we want mathematics. Mathematical rules or formulas we have to explain. This is what mathematical modeling is. Next, whatever we have done, is it true? Is it true or false? That we have to verify. This is a few steps we are going to follow. That is what science is. Okay. So what I said in these topics, I said what is science? Science is nothing but systematic study of any of the natural processes. For that, some steps I said, okay, that is systematic observation, controlled experiments, mathematical modeling and verification. Okay. Now, we are not much curious about this. Actual topic is, we are talking about physics, right? Then what is physics? Okay. In nature, various phenomena are there, no? That we have to study. So physics means, physics is the word came from Greek word. The meaning is nature. Physics means it is the study of nature and natural phenomena. Physics means study of nature and natural phenomenon. Same way as I said, maybe a rainbow, maybe the light comes, okay. Now for example, if I say means it is an object, no, if I leave that means it will falls. Why it falls? Definitely it comes to your mind that because of the gravitational force it is going to fall. Now the same object, if I throw upward, till where it will go? You have any idea? As more and more force I am going to apply, more and more heights it will reach, and again comes back. No? Why it comes back? Okay, that is a question. No, for this process, for this example what I said. Now what should be the energy so that this object I can throw, so that it never going to come back, it will go outside from the earth. Okay. So planets are there, earth, a galaxy is there. Okay. So several phenomena are there. Day to day life also you are going to observe. Okay. That is what are the natural phenomena. That is what we are going to study in physics. That's why the word from Greek it came, that is physics, that we are using, that is nothing but about nature, the study of nature. Okay, it all deals with the natural phenomena. Okay, whatever the things you will see in nature outside. Okay, so that is we are going to deal. So till from the beginning of your day, if I say means till the end of the day, lot of physics you are going to use. Lot of physics. Example I will tell you. Okay, so I am going to walk on the floor, right? We can walk. That is because of physics. What? Why it is? Because there is a force and there is a frictional force. Because of that only I can walk. If suppose I am going to pour full oil in the floor, can you walk in the same speed as before? No, isn't it? Why? Because there is no friction. This is one example I said. So there are lot of examples I can give you so that you are going to use physics in a day lot of times. Knowingly, unknowingly, we are using physics every time. Okay. This is what physics means. Generally I can say it is the study of nature and natural phenomena. Okay. Again that we have to orderly we have to study. Orderly we have to study those natural phenomena. Okay. Now if I say physics, it is one of the branch of science. See, you have chemistry, chemical sciences, biological sciences, okay, earth sciences, different science branches are there. Okay. In that this physics is one of the branch. No. So in physics, one of the branch, in that we have divided into several other branches also. Okay. That is what we are going to discuss now. Okay. There are two main branches of physics, I can say. One is mechanics. Usually we will say it is classical, make out clearly, classical mechanics. Okay. Next one is modern physics. Next one is modern physics. Classical mechanics means most of the topics whatever we are going to discuss in that, it is based on Newton's laws of motion. Classical mechanics. In that again some branches are there. Now physics, in physics classical mechanics and modern physics is there. So what are the branches of physics? There are a lot of branches. Okay. But few branches I am going to name it. Okay. The one I can say optics. Okay. The next I can say thermodynamics. Next 1, 2, 3. Next I can say waves and so on. Okay, waves and so on. There are a lot of topics are there, branches are there, sub branches I can say. So here if I come means, that is one about nuclear physics. Next atomic physics. Then this is the most important one nowadays, quantum physics, because all research and all taking place now this, but in your syllabus you are studying first this in first year. Okay, then briefly I will tell you what is this mechanics and optics, thermodynamics and waves and all. Okay, so the mechanics means it is nothing but study of motion of the object. I said no, if object is there somewhere like this, it has to move from one point to another point. What I have to do? If I see, no, it won't move. I have to apply some force, no, then only it is going to move, right? So how much force I have to apply? In which direction I have to apply the force? What is the velocity or what is the speed it will move? What time it will take to reach from one point to another point? Okay, these are the things we are studying. That is mechanics. I can say it is study of motion. I will write down here. Okay, study of motion of objects. Now you might have a feel that, okay, see in first PUC maybe new topics, new lectures, new college for some of you and new syllabus, like that you may think, but it is not like that. Whatever you have to study here, the same version, whatever the advanced topics are there from your 8th, 9th and 10th standard, what we are going to study here. Same Newton's law you have studied in your 8th, 9th, 10th classes. Okay, about light rays you have studied in your high school. Okay, as well as all those topics you have studied, but in first PUC some of the advanced topic you are going to study. Okay, little advanced version, that is the thing. Okay, that will be the connecting topics. So next optics. So what do you mean by optics? Optics is nothing but study of light. So light rays are there, no? Visible rays. The white light is divided into different colors. That is what at the first I said, the rainbow. No, because that is the constituents of that white light, 7 colors. Okay, which makes, okay, with the 3 colors only you can make a white light, prepare white light, but whatever the sunlight we are going to get, and we can see that which is made up of 7 colors. Now we have to study about that. The light means that is the light waves, that waves we are going to see, or human eye is going to see that, or gives the response to that waves. But there are some light waves you can't see, some waves you can't see. Okay, that is we are going to study here also. This is nothing but visible or no visible light, about that you are going to study. Next, thermodynamics is there. Thermodynamics nothing but deals with heat and temperature. I have written here, make out. Thermodynamics is, okay, deals with heat and temperature. Okay, so I have written here 1, the optics, 2 and 3. Okay, heat and temperature. Heat and temperature mean what? A glass of water, okay, you are going to keep it in a flame, okay, and you are going to switch on the flame. Okay, what is the time it will take to increase its temperature? Okay, so now same amount of water, if I double the amount, whether same amount of heat energy I have to give or not. These are all the things, okay, that we are going to study. That is what it tells about heat and temperature. So next about waves. Okay. See, now you are listening this class through a video lecture, maybe in your devices, maybe your mobile phone or computer, you are going to watch this class. If suppose you were there in a class, we are speaking, I am talking, that vibration, that energy transfers, no? So when I speak, I will put some energy, it will convert it into sound waves and it will vibrate the air particle, so that sound travels, okay, and that vibrations we are going to listen, in that way it is. Means it is mainly based on the vibrations of the particle, okay, waves. And transfer of energy. So basically I gave an example of sound waves, okay, means some energy I am going to put, transfer, that energy is transfers in the form of sound waves, okay, that is what about waves, sound waves you are going to study. Now if I talk about this, that is another part, another branch of physics, the main branch I can say, that is modern physics. In that you have nuclear physics. Nuclear means, can you make out? Okay, shall I'll erase this, just make out, previous clip you see if you want means, okay. So every matter is made up of a small constituent. What is that? It is called atom, no? So generally we will write down an atom in this way, in diagram. So what are the things are there in the atom? At the center, nucleus is there and electrons are revolving around this. Now about nucleus, there are a lot of things are there to study. About nuclei, there are a lot of things are there to study. That is what we are going to study here, okay, study of nuclei, nucleus. So nuclear reactor you might have heard, which is used for the power generation, electric power generation, right? So that is what the concept of nuclear reactor and all we can study in nuclear physics. How nuclear physics we can make it useful for the nature or for us, for ourselves, that is we are going to study. And atomic physics means it is the study of, as the name says, it is the study of atom. As I said, atom is there, in that electrons are revolving, all those things. No. Then quantum mechanics. Okay. Quantum mechanics is nothing but study of matter and energy. Okay, study of matter and energy at atomic level. Okay. Energy in atomic level. Now we have a lot of technology, right? Maybe MRI scan, X-ray scan, these are all things you might have heard, scanning of. These are all things comes laser, these are all things comes in a quantum physics. Okay. Now overall syllabus if I consider means in your first PUC, you are going to study this, mechanics first. Okay. After that heat and temperature. Okay. That is what you are going to study. Now this is about physics. What I said at the first, what I said that science, in the previous some of the clips I said science, okay, in that systematic study we will do for all the phenomena that we told, that I said, okay. Next, there are branches are there for a science. I said physics, chemical sciences, biological sciences, earth sciences, these are all the branches. Okay. So, in that physics we are going to study. So, physics means it is nothing but the study of nature and natural phenomena. So, natural phenomena I said, lot of natural phenomena I said, eclipses maybe, okay, or planets, okay, or I said, I gave an example of the object, the motion of the object. These are all the phenomena, different phenomena, different processes are there. Okay, that we are going to study. Based on that, we have divided that physics into several categories, that is mechanics, optics, thermodynamics and waves, like that. And after that, in modern physics, the nuclear physics, the atomic physics and quantum physics, like that. Okay. Now, the interesting thing, at the first I said, no, when your day starts, till from the beginning of your day till to the end of the day, I said that knowingly, unknowingly, every time you are going to use physics laws, right? So, that is what the beauty of physics, knowingly, unknowingly, every time you are using physics. Now, what is that range of the physics, where and all where it will like extend it? That I am going to discuss now. Okay. So, if I ask you a question, now I have to find out the length from, I will mark a point here, okay, and I will mark a point here. How you are going to find out the length from this point to this point, point A and point B? I will use a measuring tape or ruler I am going to use, and you can find out, it is 1 meter, it is 2 meters, 3 meters, you can find out, no? That we can find out, or same way also, that is from one city to another city, that distance we can find out. But now, if I ask you what is the distance from earth to sun, very large it is. What is the distance or what is the extent, so that we will say we are in a Milky Way galaxy, right? We are the part. Our solar system is somewhere here. Okay, what is the extent? Okay, so that this Milky Way galaxy, galaxy is there? What is the total distance? If I ask, means that is a large distance, no? So, if I say the extent of physics in a length, okay, it is nearly 10 to the power 26 meters, that is the extent of our galaxies, okay, and that is the maximum, okay. The minimum is how much? I said at the first, atom is there, an atom nucleus is there, okay. In nucleus we have electrons in this way, that in your lower classes you have studied. So, what is this total distance? We will write down in 10 to the power minus 14. 10 to the power minus 14 means 1 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14 zeros, like this. It will be how much? 0.000000014 after that 1. How small it is, no? From the smallest, from the atom till to the galaxy, the physics is there, okay. And if I say about the mass, the amount of substance, so what you are going to find out in a weighing machine, that is the weight, okay. So, if I ask that, you will say, of course, okay, some amount you will say, we can measure it, okay, the mass, amount of substance. So, what is the smallest mass? I will take an example of electron. The mass of the electron is 10 to the power minus 31 kg, very small, no? That is 0.0000031 zeros you will get, and after that 1 you are going to get, very small, if I ask mass. And if I ask mass of the total inverse, it is nearly 10 to the power 56 kgs. How large it is, total inverse, okay. That physics is no, till from the smallest mass the extent of physics is there, okay, so that the physics is spread. So these are all things you are going to study in your physics, okay. That is what normally I can say these are the topics we are going to study. The extent or excitement, we can say the length is that much, from the smallest to largest length also we are dealing, physics deals with that, okay. That is what the speciality of physics. As I said now, I said the range of physics, no, which is like from 10 to the power minus 14 or till 10 to the power 26 is varies. There are two domains we will say. Domains means just a categories we will, okay. We will categorize, that is nothing but one is microscopic, another one is macroscopic. Okay, that is what I said. Microscopic means very smallest things, like maybe atom, maybe nuclei, okay, atom, electrons, nuclei means the center of the atom, okay. These are all the things. The electrons we are going to study, we will call it as elementary particles. These are the smallest things or smallest length, okay, the smallest length, okay, that we are going to study. Those are all comes under microscopic. So macroscopic means whatever the things in classical mechanics or Newtonian mechanics we are going to call it is, okay, Newton's mechanics. That is what macroscopic. Macroscopic means things whatever are there, we can see it, we can observe it, that things we are going to learn, okay. That is what macroscopic domain we are going to call it, okay. So this is about microscopic and macroscopic. So again, just now briefly I can tell you that what we have discussed, that is still from the beginning we have discussed about science, what is that science actually, okay. So when you are going to watch this video, or if you have a book means try to write down, okay, and which is the important topics that we are going to tell, okay. And when you are going to watch the videos, be there in a disturbance free place, okay. If there any disturbances are there, move on to the place where there is no disturbance and just watch it, okay. So you can also watch once again that video, okay, for clarifications. This is the thing, okay. Next, I said to learn physics we want mathematics, okay. So any phenomenons in the physics, what we are doing is we are learning and we are writing by using mathematics, okay. Mathematics is a language of physics. Any phenomenon are there, any topics we have to learn, we have to say means that we are going to learn, that we are going to learn and write in the form of mathematics, okay. So as I said, Newton's laws. So I was telling about macroscopic bodies. Macroscopic bodies means which will most of the classical mechanics comes, that is mechanics, the objects, whatever we can see, whatever visualize. But where atom, okay, that is very, but for the naked eye we can't see, no, air particles are there, but we can't see, no. For that properly laboratory we needed and some equipments, techniques should be needed, no. So that is what microscopic, there also physics is there, no. That is what science is actually. So one more thing I can say also, see, due to this pandemic we are, you're watching a video of class, right. So what actually is, if it was in a classroom means it is like, so direct we were talking about the subject, but here due to this technology, that is what the benefits of science, individually we are interacting, no, individually we are interacting. That is what today the science and technology made us. Still though these situations are there, we can learn. So mobile phones or these techniques, okay, these are all possible because of science only, okay. And I can say also because of electronics, which is the branch of physics. Now it is separated as a huge branch, separated branch as an electronics is there. Actually it was started from physics only. Okay, so a lot of techniques, whatever the technology we are using, that is because of science only.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.